Welcome back to another video. Today marks the start of the moving diary. So I have mentioned before to you guys that we are having to move. Our landlord unfortunately sold this apartment that we have lived in for the last 2.5 years. So it's finally time to pack up all of our things and get going. I cannot believe that the time is finally here. And actually I was gutted when we found out we were having to move, but now I'm so excited because we found such a nice apartment that we're going to move into. We're going to have so much more space. It's going to be so much more modern, and I literally just cannot wait. However, it does mean that we have to tackle the most annoying part, which is actually physically doing the move. So we need to actually pack basically our entire, well, I say basically, we need to pack our entire apartment. We need to clean. We're gonna need to buy a ton of stuff. We're gonna actually have to do the move, like get a moving van and move everything across. And it's just gonna be a bit of a journey, to be honest. So anyway, we move on the 17th of September and today is the 7th of September. So we've got like 10 days to go. However, Stephen's actually away like all of next week. So really we've kind of just got this weekend and then he gets back on Saturday. So we have the whole Sunday, and then on the Tuesday is when we're actually having to move. And we really don't have much time because we've got to be in that place. We get the keys to our new place on the 17th. We have to give our keys back to this place on the 18th. So we really have a quick turnaround. So our thought process is try to get as much done as possible now so that that 17th and 18th will be easy and as smooth as possible. I've just clipped my hair back to get it out of my face, and I hope well, you can probably hear the dishwasher in the background, sorry about that, but I haven't even started. This is like 2 seconds after we just filmed in that other clip, but all of a sudden I feel so overwhelmed and that like I don't even know where to get started. The problem that we have at the minute is that we actually don't have that many things to like pack things into, if that makes sense. So one of Stephen's friends actually bought us these some of these big bags, so we've got a few of them in there, and we obviously have our suitcases as well. And actually Stephen's cousin is going to pop over at some stage today to give us some more suitcases and a drill because we're going to have to dismantle our bed. But I just don't even know where to start. I'm thinking, do I start with the wardrobe? But then, like, being really real with you guys, we have all of these clothes that are clean that we just like haven't put away yet. So that's like the first thing that I could be doing. But what I'm thinking might be easier to start with is our linen cupboard. So this is the linen cupboard. It's kind of empty at the minute because actually all of our towels pretty much are in the wash. Actually they're clean, they're just on our bed. So I'm thinking I can pack away like all of the towels that we're not going to use, bedding. We're going to buy new bedding, so I think some of this like older bedding, like these sheets here, they're not very nice. I think we'll chuck them away. We'll keep that blue set because that's like our summer sheets where it's literally just a sheet, like not a duvet. Down there's like all of our ski stuff. So actually I think that's already in a bag, so that's kind of just like good to go. Feeling very, very overwhelmed and like not knowing where to start with anything again because it's like 10 days till we go. Like some of the things we are just going to need between now and moving. So yeah, I think I just need to try not procrastinate and just like get started and actually just start pulling things out and just accepting that the house is going to be a bit of a mess for the next 10 days or so. So this cupboard is kind of almost empty now. All of this here is just like paper bags and stuff. So I'm just going to leave that there in case we end up using them. These two things actually came with the apartment. The slow cooker we'll definitely take with us, and that pot, we actually haven't even looked in that pot since we moved in here. So I've got no idea if it's even clean or anything like that. But if it's a decent pot, we'll probably take it with us to use. But in terms of where we're at, this whole big bag is now almost full. It's got some laundry, some sheets, some towels, our ski clothes, some tea towels. This is an air bed, which I haven't yet packed. These are all sheets and some old pillows that I'm going to chuck away, and then these are some old towels that I think we'll also chuck away because they're kind of like scratchy now. So I'm feeling like that's a good little start. At least we've done something. What I think we're going to end up finding is that our whole apartment is just going to be covered in bags and boxes because we obviously don't have anywhere to put anything yet. But that just is what it is, and we're just going to have to cope with that. What I think I might go do next is all of the clean towels that are currently in our bedroom is keep some of them out so we've got clean towels. Stephen's not even going to be here, but so that I've got clean towels for the next 10 days. and then the rest of them can just be packed, and then that's one whole bag done. If you've been subscribed to me for a little while, you'll probably know that this box is featured in a few videos with all of these clothes, and Stephen has been pestering me. These are all like going to the charity shop, and I just like keep not getting around to doing it, but these are all finally going to go to the charity shop, which also frees up this box for moving. So what I basically need to do is actually just bag this, and we're going to do a wardrobe clear out again, both of us, to see if there's anything else that we can just get rid of or donate to charity. Are you ready to see the current state of my bedroom? Because it literally looks like a bomb has just gone off in here. It is disgusting. There are things everywhere, but we've got to make mess so it can all be packed away. So a rundown for you. These are things that I am struggling to let go of, so I need to try them all on. If they don't fit or I don't like them, then they are going. This is another pile of stuff that is all going to go to charity. These are all things that are coming with me, so pajamas, trousers, gym wear, swimwear. So all of this stuff is basically everything. Well, all of this stuff here is stuff that was in drawers, it wasn't hanging. So my thoughts are, I'm going to start packing my stuff into my suitcase. All of my actual clothes that are hanging, I have just gone through all of my stuff. Steven's not here at the minute, so he hasn't done his, but I've taken everything out of there that I don't wear or that I think I can get rid of. But my thoughts are, I will get bin bags and do that hack where, you know, instead of putting all the clothes in the suitcases and using a whole suitcase just for clothes, I will just put the bin bags on to just literally move them from A to B. So yeah, that is where I am currently at in this process. I'm gonna put some of these clothes away. I'm actually impressed with how much stuff I'm managing to get rid of, because usually I am a hoarder and I really struggle to get rid of things, but I'm gonna try and tidy up a little bit because it is very messy in here, and just sort of get back on track with where we're at with everything. Tackling some of his clothes in the bedroom, so I thought I would come and clear out the bathroom. Now luckily I actually cleaned out these cupboards a few weeks ago now, so it's really just a case of getting everything out of the cupboard and putting it into the storage box pretty much, and just leaving out things that we're actually going to need over the next 10 days. But to be honest, a lot of it I reckon can be packed away straight away, so that's good. And then that means we can actually clean out some of these cupboards, so some of the cleaning is done too. This is what we are left with. Those things that are basically just things that we'll be using. Don't mind the sink because we haven't done that yet. And then this bottom is all cleaned out aside from the few things that we'll need in the interim. But to show you what is going on everywhere else, the bedroom's actually not too bad right now, but the living room is a bomb site. This we're about to go take all to the charity shop. Then these are all just kind of like random boxes. This is all going down to the bin, and then kind of like everything else. That suitcase is packed, that bag over there is packed. It's kind of just like chaos at the moment, to be honest. Everything is just everywhere, but I think I'll feel better once these bags are gone and once those bags are in the bin. Heading to the charity shop now. I think it will feel good once we've actually gotten rid of these bags, because then there'll just be like a little bit more space in the apartment, and I feel like I have some more like good space and clarity and everything. So Steven's just going to get the car because it's parked on the street over, and then I think after that, to be honest, we might actually go get some lunch because it's coming up to lunchtime and I'm hungry. We just popped to Coles and we're going to do like a very easy lunch today. So we just bought a roast chook, and we actually have some wraps left over from yesterday's dinner and some salad. So we're just going to have some like chicken salad wraps, very healthy of us. What do I need to do? I need to chop this chicken. You know how they wrap them perfectly? I need to learn how to do the burrito wrap. No. document the better idea. Oh god.
That was a better idea. Yeah.
A few hours later, I just thought I would check in as to the progress. Kind of started on the kitchen cupboards. It's kind of difficult because again, like, I mean, that one's mainly all of our food, so I'm going to be using that over the next 10 days. But cleaned out a couple of the cupboards. I've cleaned out some of the stuff in the island. We have packed a ton of stuff. It looks like a little bit neater in this room. I mean, there's still kind of boxes everywhere, but we are about to finish up for the day. So I think in a second we'll just kind of tidy things away. The bathroom is all packed, just needs like a clean, but again, like with the bathroom, we're obviously going to need to use up for the next 10 days. Stephen is just finishing off the windows. We actually did start these last week, but he's just finishing off with those. We need to pack all of our clothes still. I'm zooming in. But yeah, overall, feeling pretty accomplished with ourselves. I do feel like we just need to tidy up a bit so that it doesn't feel so crazy in here. Also, we bought a new vacuum cleaner. We've been using like a $15 Kmart vacuum cleaner for the whole time we've lived in this apartment. And we keep saying, oh, we'll buy one, we'll buy one, we'll buy one. And then we just never get around to it. But anyway, because we're moving, we finally bought one. And it's so good having a good vacuum cleaner again that actually picks things up properly without having to go over it like 20 times. So anyway, that is latest update for today. I think I'm probably going to close off this video for today, and I will catch up with you guys when I move on to my next bit of moving diaries. Good morning. Another day of packing is about to commence. I'm actually pretty happy with the progress that we made yesterday. However, I had like the worst night's sleep. So today called for a monster. I actually had a monster yesterday as well, which is not very like me, especially to have them 2 days in a row. But I am honestly so exhausted that if I laid down on this sofa, I would be asleep in about 0.2 seconds. So really need to stop that from happening because I want to actually have a productive day. I've had a productive morning, but just nothing to do with moving or the house. So actually, that's a lie. That's a complete lie. What I did do this morning, and I didn't film it, is I emptied the wardrobe. So initially, I think I had said that I was going to go get bin bags and just like put all the clothes in bin bags and just literally keep them on the hangers and just transport them on moving day from this current wardrobe to our new wardrobe. However, when I actually thought about it, that sounded like a lot of trips from the van to the new apartment where you can only carry like 10 hangers at a time. So instead, what I actually have done is packed the entire wardrobe up, so all of our clothes are gone apart from what we'll need over the next like week or so. So I will show you guys in a second, but I'm just going to chill out for a second and finish this monster, get some energy inside of my body. I've just had some lunch, and then I'll give you guys a full breakdown as to where I'm currently up to with the packing. As promised, here is the update as to where we're at. So look, all of these bags filled. This is filled. This vacuum box is actually just empty. That box there is filled with all of our toiletries and stuff in the bathroom. That bottom box is actually still empty. I'm going to save that one for when I eventually empty out the kitchen with the plates and stuff. All of this stuff, I mean, I've got one empty box here, but that all full. But the biggest progress that we have made, excuse the mess, this is actually just some of our bedding, so we're just washing our sheets and some clean towels and my plate and snack from earlier. That's embarrassing, but oops. But the biggest progress made today is the wardrobe is empty. So these are just a couple of Steven's things that he's going to wear over the next few days, and here are some of my things that I'm going to be wearing, like my gym outfits and whatever. All of those drawers are now empty. And then on this side, we've got, again, just some stuff that we're going to wear, like just things that we might need over the next 10, not even 10 days anymore. Some shoes, like my gym trainers, some sandals, etc. That suitcase is still empty. That is what I'll put all of like my valuables, like my cameras, laptop, etc. on the day. So I know that that bag will just go straight into the apartment. And this bag randomly actually just has 2 snorkels in it. But that is where we're at right now. I feel like for right now, I'm kind of in a position where there's not so much more I can do as of this point, because really the things that are left out, which is mainly the kitchen, are things that I'm actually going to need over the next week or so. And then it's sort of like the cleaning, like the big cleaning jobs are going to be the bathroom and the kitchen. But again, I'm going to be using both of those things over the next week. So next weekend I think will really be where I deep clean the oven, like, you know, do all of those little bits and pieces. The one thing I am hoping that we're going to do this evening is dismantle the bed. So we'll take the bed frame apart and just like leave the mattress on the floor basically. So again, it's just like one less thing that we've got to do for moving day. But I'm pretty impressed, to be honest, as to how quickly we've done everything so far. However, I feel like what always ends up happening is the day of moving, like you think you're going into it really prepared, and then the day that you actually move, all of a sudden you gain bags and bags and bags of stuff that just like wasn't packed. Like obviously on the day we're going to have to pack bedding, any last minute like plates, pans, things like that, but that I'll be using like right up until we move. Our towels, like all of those things, especially the bedding, I guess, because it's quite bulky, like you have to fit all of that somewhere. So anyway, Stephen has gone to go play golf this afternoon, and I'm hoping that he will bring back some suitcases from his cousin's house. His cousin was meant to pop over yesterday, but he just didn't end up doing that. So hoping that we'll get some spare suitcases so that things like all of those last minute things can just be chucked into a suitcase and then taken with us. But honestly, I feel quite happy with where we're at with everything. I really don't even know if I'm going to do anything else today with the packing side of things, because yeah, I don't think there's much to do. But that thought is scaring me a bit, because then I think I'm gonna regret saying that when it comes to moving day, and then all of a sudden I've had all of these things appear out of nowhere. But anyway,